I first gave my life to Christ when I was a young child. I was 4 years old, and I remember having a conversation with my mom about heaven and about how incredible it sounded. And I actually got down on my knees. I was 4 years old, got down on my knees in my living room and just prayed a simple prayer. And my 4-year-old mind couldn't even begin to comprehend the decision I just made. But God held on to me from that point. And no matter how many times throughout my life from that point on I tried to run away from him or do things my own way instead of his way, he held on to me. And I turned around and he's right there. My family had a huge role in my coming to Christ and growing me up as a follower of Jesus. My parents were the ones that really prayed for us and taught us the Bible and Scripture, and really helped us engage into what was happening within our church growing up. I have a wonderful wife of 12 years, Alyssa, who is incredible. She's opposite of me in almost every regard, which is great. We have 5 incredible kids, and each one of those kids are just as different as the two of us. All their names start with E: Emmett, Isley, Ender, Errol, and Ephraim. And raising kids is a lot of fun, but it's also a challenge at times to raise kids that love Jesus and want to go out into the world and connect with the world and share his love with other people. As a family, we are committed to growing in our relationship with Christ. We do that through getting together as a family and doing devotions. We do it through service opportunities and through coming to church every Sunday and connecting with a faith community and other kids that know and love Jesus and volunteers that want to pour into them. My kids love coming to Westwood, and as a parent, it's great to know that everyone they come in contact with, from the greeter to the teacher, that they're filling them up with the love of Christ and that they're reinforcing the same stuff that we're teaching them within our home. About 10 years ago, my wife and I started volunteering with the kids ministry here at Westwood, and I was invited into a part-time position as an elementary associate. And it was such an incredible experience and such a blessing that I've actually left my full-time job and am now working here at Westwood full-time. I am now serving as the director of kids ministry here at Westwood, and it is an honor and a privilege to be leading a staff team that is resourcing hundreds of volunteers with the intent of seeing families strengthened and kids coming to know and love Jesus. From the minute I walked in these doors, I knew Westwood is a place that loves and values kids and has a passion to help families and help parents raise kids that love Jesus. And to be able to be a part of that and to be able to help lead that and shape that is something that's an incredible opportunity that I feel blessed to be a part of. I'm a Minnesota boy, born and raised. I went to school just down the road at Crown College. My degree is in child and family ministry. When I tell people that I work with kids and families at Westwood, the first question I usually get is, why in the world would you choose to work with kids? First of all, I don't feel like I've chose to work with kids. I think God has called me to work with kids and has gifted me to work with kids. Maybe it's because I'm kind of a big kid at heart. But when I was in high school, God clearly spoke to me and told me that he wanted me to go into ministry. And then later he clarified that by saying, I want you to work with kids. And I think I was as shocked as anyone else. As a kid, I couldn't stand to go to Sunday school. It was long, it was at times boring. So when I started teaching Sunday school, I wanted to have the exact opposite effect. I wanted kids to be excited to come there, excited to learn. As I started working with kids more and more, I realized that kids are actually pretty great. They love to have fun, they love to play, and so do I. They're like little sponges just wanting to absorb information, and they approach God with a simple faith that we as adults could only hope to have. Kids are such a vital part of a healthy church. They're active in their faith just like the rest of us. They worship, they serve, they give, and we get to be the ones that help them do it. Proverbs says, train up a child in the way they should go, so that even when they are old, they will not depart from it. At Westwood, Minnetonka, and Chanhassen, we use a curriculum that helps kids understand the entire big God story. From the creation of the world to our eternity in heaven, we all get to be a part of the big God story. God is the author, Jesus is the hero, and every boy, girl, man, woman, and child gets to be a part of it. As I step into this new leadership role, I would love to know that congregations at both campuses are praying for me, my team, and Westwood kids and families. It would mean so much to us. We are growing, and every week we welcome new families, and there are opportunities to love and connect with kids of all ages. If you're interested in joining us, go to the website or check out the Kids Welcome Desk at either campus. We would love to have you on the team as we help fulfill Westwood's vision through kids and families.